Hey people, Paul here. In this video, I want to explain some key features of the Oak package, mainly for Unity. Um, so yeah, but I want to take the topic of lighting. But first, I think I need to explain a few points. In this case, the bake meshes that came here with the trees that are basically, for example, if I go to prefabs and bake mesh, I will turn it on. All of them, those are very basic. Let's just move one of them. Very basic 3D models or variation of the trees, but in a very with a very basic shape. And I think this is enough for most of the times with a bake. So yeah, this will generate the occlusion we need for the 3D environment. um this one side. uh the other side, I like to explain is you will have many presets for these trees. For example, from ultra quality, very high quality, custom quality, that is the one used here in this demo scene, and is the only one they have the prefabs inside of the tree prefabs. For example, the baked meshes are inside each one with the same name, is inside of this custom quality, that is the one from the demo scene. If you go, for example, to another quality, you will find that there is no bake mesh here. Well, in case you need it, you will need to go to the bake mesh folder and move your well, in this case is this tree. You will need to do this for your own. um, in case you need this technique for illuminate your trees. But yeah, this will be only available by default with the custom mesh for this scene. And yeah, it's important to understand that you can find also the source meshes. All this information is in a PDF I'd included in the package. uh, but yeah, in case, let me import something just to show here quickly. If you need more information, you probably will need to go to the PDF. But for example, if we go to a medium tree, I don't know, for example, this one, you will see here in the 3D model and in this mesh that you will have all these 3D models. Uh, I think what you need to do is come here and reset the algorithm system, and yeah, you can insert this, for example, and see the geometry of this 3D model. You can delete the 3D models you don't need, and start putting your 3D models inside of these slots, and yeah, you can also insert new one. And yeah, for example, here you will have now your tree ready. Yeah, maybe there is something I'm missing here. This one, yeah. You will have your 3D model with a different level of details you can choose, and start testing the distances, etc. I think this could be the best way to fit the trees into your project. But yeah, in case you don't want to do this, you have the presets in all the presets in the prefab folder. Yeah, so with that in mind, I think let's continue with the lighting. Yeah, for example, these big meshes, prefabs, all of these are inside of these trees from the scene, and the way I'm doing here is turn it on and off. For example, when I want to bake, for example, coming here to adaptive prop volumes and click on generate light, um, it will bake everything with the bake meshes, and at the time everything is baked, just came here and turn it off. Select everything from the bake mesh folder inside of prefabs and just turn it off. Yeah, your scene is ready to go. Let me explain a little more about this. For example, if I go here to lighting and the albedo and override the albedo color, you can see here how the bake meshes generates the occlusion on the map. For example, you can see here this occlusion from here, and also the trees have self occlusion, but this occlusion is baked into the vertex channels. It's like a vertex and mid occlusion. It works together with the lighting, and for example, here is more evident about the occlusion that the bake meshes is adding into the architecture, for example, because the architecture use light maps, and the bake meshes contribute to the GI, but they do not use light maps. They only contribute in the rays that Unity send to the environment. They have bounces in the bake meshes, and those generate these occlusions. So yeah, this is for the architecture. They use light maps. The bake meshes contribute to the global illumination, but do not use light maps. So these 3D models, how get illuminated? Well, these ones do not contribute to the global illumination itself, or are inside of the bake, but they receive the information of the bake with the architecture and the bake meshes from light props. For example, let's remove this and go to prop volumes. When I say light props, I'm referring to this system of Unity named adaptive prop volumes. Um, let's go here and set a display prop, and yeah, you can see here the props, and these props share the lighting information for these specific points in the map, and that's the way the trees get illuminated. Here, for example, you can see this emissive material is not real time, it's not illuminated anything in real time. This is just from the bake, and the light props receive that information. And this way, for example, let's turn it off this again. Um, let's place a new one from this, and you can see that the object seems that it gets illuminated by this lighting from here, but actually there's no lighting, or there is no real time there. It's just a light prop. The light props sharing the information from the bake into the 3D model. Yeah, that's the same issue here. Everything is illuminated by light props, and also everything of the debris sorry, and of the trees gets illuminated by the adaptive prop volumes. This get the light props, and yeah, these are baked too. These also have baked meshes that generate this occlusion on the architecture. Probably is not the best way of do it with the debris, but how this scene is not a huge scene, well, I decided to bake it to create this really nice occlusion. And yeah, that's the way I'm doing here. I'm not sure if this is the best way possible, but that's the way that worked for me, and that's how I generate the light of this scene. Also, uh, for end this video, I want to mention that I'm using ray trace reflections. You can come here and turn it on and off in case you want to use it or not. And this will save you a lot of performance. In case you don't want to use it, well, don't worry, you will be receiving some really nice reflection too. But this will be from these reflection props I included the scene. Probably you will see some I don't know how to name it, but yeah, less realistic reflections. And yeah, in my case, I will continue using this. So yeah, I think that's everything I want to explain in this video. And feel free to include some comments here in the video, or remember that you can go to my Discord server and chat with me, or post any question. The Probably anyone from the community can ask can answer your question in case you need something. So yeah, pretty much all. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.